Hi, it's Sage with the Moving Genie, and I am at the Furniture Bank warehouse today with Tammy. We did an amazing tour to see all of the different products and housewares that are here, and thought it would be fun just to share a little bit about what Furniture Bank is doing and how you can have an impact on your community here in Toronto. So first, I know a lot of people ask us, Tammy, about the cost around Furniture Bank. So
Yeah,
they're donating their furniture. Why am I having to pay for that?
of course. Well, think about any other business, like a junker or a mover for that matter.
Mhm.
We all have costs.
Yep.
And Furniture Bank here in this space, we have to pay rent. We have to pay market rent. We
Mhm.
don't have funders who are paying for our rent.
Mm.
We have just under 50 staff, so we have to pay for our team. We're operating 15 trucks on a daily.
Wow.
So there's a lot of costs involved. So
Yes.
we, as an organization, have to think and act like a business.
Yep.
So we run our social enterprise and we have bills to pay.
Yeah, don't we all?
The difference is the money that's coming in is making an impact, that's covering our cost, and everything that's coming into Furniture Bank is given and redistributed free of charge to families in need.
That's amazing. And I know another thing you mentioned as we were walking through is the turnaround time for furniture in this space. How quickly are things coming in and then leaving to go off to clients in their new homes?
Of course. So at the most, usually we're seeing our turnaround time be 72 hours.
72 hours, which means from picking it up at your house to the time it's going to someone else's house,
Is
we're
72
talking like
hours
3, maybe 4 days.
at the most.
That's
Yes.
crazy. The need is so humongous. And I know we've noticed that Furniture Bank has actually expanded their offerings and or offerings to clients, which means as someone donating, you're taking more of the belongings. So what are some of the things that you're really in need of, or maybe people don't know that they can donate to Furniture Bank?
Yeah, so last year we really wanted to make a change. We wanted to make things easier for our customers, be that one-stop shop. So
Mm-hmm.
we expanded the list of items that we can take. And yes, majority of the items coming in are going to go to a family in need, but sometimes there's pieces that are maybe a little bit too well loved.
Mm-hmm.
We'll either try to fix it, we'll recycle things, or we'll share with other organizations that need it if we can't use it.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that. So really and it makes it a one-stop shop for someone who's donating as well. So they don't have to say this goes here and that goes there. They could just make the one
exactly.
call to Furniture Bank and send it and get their tax receipt, which I think is so
Yes.
important
And
to
please
remember.
note that because we are a nonprofit organization, we don't have to charge you tax. So not
No
only are you helping a
HST.
family, but
Yeah.
you're also, not paying HST and you
Mhm.
get a charitable tax receipt and you're helping the environment.
Yes, the sustainability piece of it, which I think is so important for us, is a lot of people are thinking about that these days, and how can they keep things out of the landfill?
Yes. And one thing I just wanted to add was
Yeah.
we never get enough of the small items. So
Yes.
pots, pans, dishes, utensils, down to artwork. We need that stuff here because that is what completes a home.
I love that. Well, and at the Moving Genie, we tend to get a lot of the small stuff. So
Yay!
now we know exactly where to take it. I think it's really important too, because a lot of our clients ask for specific organizations. Maybe they want to donate to an organization that their church supports or that they've
Right.
heard about in the community. And so they'll come to us and say, can I donate directly to them? And often I explain Furniture Bank is usually behind their donating. So you talk a bit about the corporate partnerships and the organization partnerships that you have supporting
Of
their
course.
needs as well.
So, Furniture Bank, we don't have a walk in. You can't just walk in to receive furniture. So, we work with over 200 agencies and shelters. There are agency partners across the GTA,
Mhm.
and appointments are made for those clients. City of Toronto being our biggest, and
Sure.
under the City of Toronto is all of the city shelters, for example. But clients must be referred by one of these agency partners to come in and refer. And like I said, it's over 200. So most likely that agency is on the list.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's so important because we all have organizations that we want to support, but in something like furniture, not all organizations have the capacity to hold that furniture. And so you
Exactly.
have become the central intake to
Yeah.
support the city and those organizations so that they don't have to hold 45,000 square foot warehouses for their furniture.
And most definitely can't.
Yeah.
So they look, and they also share, if you're wanting to donate, send stuff to Furniture Bank, because we do have the space
You have
here,
the
right?
space. It's amazing. Well, I encourage you to check out Furniture Bank. If you don't know anything about what they're doing, go to their website. There's a video there with even more FAQs. And if you're looking for volunteer opportunities, you're always looking for volunteers
We
to help
are,
as well.
yes.
And if there's anything extra sitting around your house, consider donating to Furniture Bank for a tax receipt today. Thanks so much, Tammy.
Thank you.
Pleasure.